President Tinubu eyes modern Air Force capabilities, air defense partnership with smart technology. Troops eliminate top Boko Haram commander in Sambisa as terrorists attack Niger community. And Taraba Governor Agbu Kefas formally defects to APC at rally attended by Vice President Kashim Shettima. Hello and welcome to the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24, live from Abuja. I am Dennis Adegunloye. The Nigerian Air Force is leveraging the strategic visit of President Bola Tinubu and key members of the Federal Executive Council to proactively strengthen Nigeria's defense posture, deepen international partnerships, and accelerate defense modernization in line with the evolving security environment. This was as the Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Sunday Anike, accompanied President Bola Tinubu and the Minister of Defense, General Christopher Musa, on a high-level official working visit to Ankara, Turkey. A statement by the Director of Public Relations and Information, Air Commodore Ehimen Dojame, indicates that the Minister of Defense, General Christopher Musa, noted that the engagements reflect the President's clear directive to decisively confront Nigeria's security challenges with a view to equipping the armed forces with the right capabilities, partnerships and technologies required to defeat terrorism, banditry and other threats to national stability. The Chief of the Air Staff's objectives were geared towards strengthening access to advanced aerospace technologies, mission support systems, and sustainment solutions, and is expected to further enhance intelligence, surveillance, precision engagement, and close air support capabilities critical to joint operations across theatres. The Nigerian Air Force also used the visit to review existing procurement arrangements, focusing on optimizing the procurement programs, enhancing sustainment and maintenance support, expanding training opportunities, advancing research and development, and deepening indigenous capacity building for the armed forces of Nigeria. Suspected terrorists in the early hours of today, Sunday 1st February, invaded Agwara local government area in Niger State. Police Public Relations Officer in Niger State Command, SP Wasiu Abiodun, who confirmed the incident via a press release, indicated that the terrorists invaded the area at about 3:40 a.m. and attacked the police station in the community before setting it ablaze after overpowering the officers. The terrorists then proceeded to a nearby church and burned it down, abducting an unspecified number of persons before retreating into the nearby forest reserve. Meanwhile, troops of the Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Hadinkai have recorded a major operational success with the elimination of a high-profile Boko Haram ISWAP commander, Abu Khalid, and 10 other terrorists during a night operation in Borno State. In a statement signed by the Media Information Officer, Headquarters Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Hadinkai, Lieutenant Colonel Sanim Uba says Abu Khalid, identified as the second in command of Boko Haram in the Sambisa forest, was killed by troops of Sector 1 in collaboration with the civilian Joint Task Force during an engagement at the Komala area of Konduga local government area at about 11 p.m. The operation came barely 24 hours after the elimination of another notorious commander, Julebib, in the Gujba axis of the Timbuktu Triangle. Abu Khalid was a key figure in the terrorist hierarchy, responsible for coordinating operations and logistics within the Sambisa axis. Items recovered during the operation included 5 AK-47 rifles, magazines, bicycles, assorted logistics, and food items, as well as large quantities of medical supplies. No casualty was recorded among the troops. Clearance operations are ongoing across the Sambisa Forest, Mandara Mountains, Timbuktu Triangle, and other terrorist hideouts in the northeast. And the tragedy of the Arab bombing in Tudumbiri village of Kaduna State has brought immense suffering to the community. However, it also drew sympathy and support from across Nigeria and beyond. 2 years on, the community is healing, marked by the recent inauguration of resettlement homes and facilities by Vice President Kashim Shettima. Ilyasu Ali Yakubu reports that the National Emergency Management Agency constructed the resettlement homes.
December 2023 is a day the people of Tudumbiri will never forget, as over 100 inhabitants lost their lives. Several others sustained varying degrees of injury owing to the erroneous bombing of their community by the Nigerian military while targeting bandits. The victims converged to celebrate Maulud, the birth of Prophet Muhammad, when the tragedy occurred. This tragedy caused so much pain and discomfort for victims. After the incident, Vice President Kashim Shettima paid a visit to the community to commiserate with the people and directed the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, to build resettlement homes for victims. 30th January 2026, the Tudumbiri community again played host to the Vice President Kashim Shettima, the Governor of Kaduna State, Senator Ubasani, and the Director General National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, Zubaida Umar, among other dignitaries. This time around, they were in the community to celebrate with the people over the inauguration of 133 resettlement homes and other basic facilities.
The federal government remains resolute in its determination that no affected community will be left behind in our shared journey towards recovery and renewal. We choose empathy over indifference, responsibility over excuses, and action over delay. Recovery in our understanding requires more than emergency relief.
This intervention is firmly anchored in the renewal agenda of His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, which places people-centered recovery, national security, and inclusive development at the core of governance.
The people of the community could not hide their joy over the fulfillment of the federal government's promise.
Allah tsare su muna godiya. Allah saka da alheri su mun gode mu Allah mun gode mata. Ubangijin Allah ya saka da alheri. Mun gode mu Allah mun gode mu shugabannin kasan da suka mana tallafi.
The structure, with the specification from village settings, has 2 rooms and a parlor, as well as a toilet and store for easy maintenance. Also installed were solar-powered boreholes, street lights with school and medical facility, and a tarred road constructed by the Kaduna State government. From Tudumbiri in Kaduna State, Ilyasu Ali Yakubu, NTA News.
Now it is clear that drug dealers will go the extra mile to push their illegal businesses. This time, a Brazil-based Nigerian businessman was intercepted by operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos for concealing parcels of cocaine in his private parts and in the soles of his footwear. Details with Sawa Khalil Ibrahim.
The 47-year-old suspect, a resident of Sao Paulo, has been operating a toy business for about 9 years. He was arrested on arrival from Brazil. Following processed intelligence, he was taken for a full-body scan, which confirmed illicit drug concealment in his private area and in the soles of his shoes. In total, 3 large racks of cocaine weighing 1.60 kilograms were recovered from his body and footwear. The During a preliminary interview, the suspect revealed that he purchased the illicit drug consignment in Brazil, intending to sell the cocaine in Nigeria to raise capital for his business and finance his newborn child's naming ceremony. At the Tinkan port in Lagos, a total of 55 jumbo bags of Canadian loud is strong strain of cannabis imported from Montreal, Canada, were discovered during a joint examination of the shipment by NDLEA officers, customs and other security agencies. The illicit consignment were hidden inside 2 vehicles. In Niger State, NDLEA operatives acting on credible intelligence intercepted a long truck along the Dede Abuja Expressway, arresting 3 people for conveying 176 bags of skunk concealed in the truck. In another interdiction operation, NDLEA officers in Edo State arrested a suspect along the Auchi Abuja Express Road while he was looking for a vehicle to convey 66 bags of skunk concealed in bags of charcoal to Katsina State. In Abuja, Salwa Khalil Ibrahim, NTA News.
This is the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. More reports in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back. The All Progressives Congress has formally welcomed and received the Taraba State Governor Agbu Kefas to the party following his decision to align with President Bola Tinubu's development initiative. This was at a reception ceremony held at the Jolly Nyame Stadium, Jalingo, attended by Vice President Kashim Shettima, National Chairman of the party, Professor Nintawe Yilwada, APC governors, National Assembly members, and a host of prominent members of the party. Godwin in Alegu reports.
The Vice President of Nigeria, Kashim Shettima, who represented Mr. President at the ceremony, was received on arrival at the Dambaba Sunte Airport, Jalingo, by Governor Kefas. The Vice President describes the switch by Governor Kefas to APC to align with the government at the center as timely, given the huge natural resources endowed the state, and urges the people to rally around him to attract development and dividends of democracy.
The APC was built as a meeting point, a place where regions converge, where differences find direction, where ambition is disciplined by purpose, and to have Taraba permanent within this form is to strengthen that convergence strategically, politically, and economically.
National Chairman of the party, Professor Nintawe Yilwada, says the decision Governor Kefas has taken is in the right direction to save his people from a sinking ship.
We promise Taraba people that Governor Abu Kefas has done the right thing for his people, and the 29 of us in the PGF will give him every support to ensure that Tarabans enjoys this new movement. In the APC, I see a national platform where we can speak with one voice to solve real problems.
Speakers after speakers say aligning with the government at the center is the most desired decision to bring about meaningful development to the state. With the Taraba state joining the party, the All Progressives Congress APC now controls 30 of the 36 states of the federation. In Jalingo, Godwin Inalegu, NTA News.
In a nation of diverse tongues and tribes, the dream of unity has often been tested. But 60 years ago, in the seat of the Caliphate, a seed was planted to bridge those divides. The federal government's College Sokoto celebrated its Diamond Jubilee in Abuja, a legacy that began in 1966. Details with Shehu Mohammed Datti.
Ragaman College Sokoto was one of the 3 original unity schools designed to bring the children of the North, South, East, and West under one roof. That bond has produced governors, legal icons, military leaders, and administrators who have shaped the Nigerian story.
And I want to encourage us not to get tired. We must be outstanding. Anywhere we are, we must know that we benefited from this special education that was given to us from Federal Government College Sokoto, and we must extend that and make the difference wherever we find ourselves.
We met federal government colleges when they were federal government colleges. We do respect those of us that are even not from privileged background. We have the opportunity to attend the best of secondary education at no cost, including feeding, including uniform, including books. So when I compare that, while I am very happy to have done that, I am sad that people behind us are not able to enjoy this kind of facilities. We had the best of teachers. Because to be honest with you, that time, because of the quality of teachers, because of the quality of teaching, you can hardly see somebody from Federal Government College that will finish and he does not have 5 credits to go to university.
As the school marks 60 decades, the conversation is shifting from past glory to future survival. With the Diamond Jubilee celebration, the message from these old students is clear. The road to national unity may be long, but Federal Government College Sokoto has been a steady compass.
This is a very, very exciting period for me. There are so many people I've not seen here before. I've met them here, some 40 years ago, some even 50 years ago. You know, I've not seen them before, so it's a very exciting moment for me.
That's what federal government is all about, unity. And you'll see people that are from the east, from the north, from the southwest that were in school together, and we're all still together. It's something to be proud of, and I'm so proud I went to Sokoto.
For 60 years, they have lived by their creed for unity and diversity. In Abuja, Shoaib Hamadati, NTA News.
First Lady Oluwemi Tinubu has called on Nigerians to celebrate the values that unite them across faiths, in particular, love, peace, compassion, respect, and service to humanity. This was in her message marking the 2026 World Interfaith Harmony Week, running from February 1st to 7th with the theme Celebrating Peace, Honoring Leaders from Prayer to Action. The First Lady expresses hope that the nation's diverse beliefs inspire dialogue, mutual understanding, and collective efforts to build a more peaceful and inclusive Nigeria. In another message marking the World Hijab Day 2026 with the theme Unity in Hijab, the First Lady describes the hijab as a symbol of obedience, dignity, strength, and worship for many women, and a reminder that diversity is a source of unity, not division. She prays that as a nation, Nigerians continue to embrace mutual respect, peaceful coexistence, and solidarity across all cultures and beliefs. In the meantime, Muslim scholars have re-echoed the strategic place of zakat and waqf as living institutions meant to restore dignity, support livelihoods, and build sustainable futures. This was at the 5th National Zakat and Waqf Day and the 15th Public Zakat Disbursements by the Al-Habibiyah Islamic Society in Abuja. Tokme Alabi reports.
The National Zakat Day, held on every second Saturday of Shaban, a month preceding Ramadan, is to educate the Ummah on the payment, collection and distribution of Zakat and Waqf, and has gained prominence by the Association of Zakat Operators in Nigeria. In the last 3 years, Al-Habibiyah has mobilized and disbursed over 125.5 million Zakat and 166.5 million Sadaqah, including items to support businesses while sustaining ongoing scholarships impacting on more than 80,000 people in the process.
Beyond yearly disbursement, we invite and appeal to all of us to join us by endowing your property and wealth and see them work for you. We do not simply distribute funds, we build systems.
We believe in the institution of the zakat is well established and enforced to Muslims, or at least if we go a long way, it's solving a lot of problems.
Because if all Islamic organizations impact the society this way, we will not be where we are. So I want to congratulate Al-Habibiyah.
This year, Al-Habibiyah is raising 1 billion naira Waqf fund to build build sustainable development in a structured way to make it a model for generality of people and generations to come.
One thing with WACF is that it continues to regenerate. If, for example, you have 1 million Muslims who have 1 million naira based on silver, and they start paying 25,000, that's already, 25 billion annually on zakat alone.
This is an opportunity for the tax authorities that are represented here to give adequate information and explanation.
The new tax law has specifically exempted, some of the income or contributions they do receive. So there won't be any taxes that will be coming their way, provided this income that they have are not from commercial activities.
I'm very impressed. In fact, this is my first time being in a mosque, and being a Christian, I was surprised I was invited to come and speak today on this. So it has inspired me.
While Al-Habibiyya is partnering others in zakat distribution to elevate poverty, this National Day is also promoting WACF as a strategic Islamic charitable endowment to address socio-economic issues. In Abuja, Tope Alabi, NTA News.
Over 300 residents in Otta, Ogun State, have benefited from a free medical outreach by the National Association of Sea Dogs in partnership with the Eye Foundation Center. Lekon Agbonde reports that the medical mission provided an opportunity for free eye medical consultation, free reading glasses, and free eye drops, as well as cataract surgery.
Maruf Ayedobo has been in a pathetic situation for some time now, incapacitated and wallowing in total darkness. He had lost both eyes to bilateral cataracts. Beacon of Hope finally came the way of Maruf and others who got access to free cataract surgeries. About 300 others also benefited from eye medical expenses courtesy of the National Association of Sea Dogs, Pirates Confraternity, Hash Montana Blizzard Decks, in partnership with Eye Foundation Hospital. The medical outreach is one of the humanitarian activities of the association towards impacting society positively.
They have any eye issue that needs surgery. We intend to do for about 10 people. So we are here, at least they've started all along, and they've been enjoying the free medical test. And I'm certain that they're trying to bridge the gap between people and the government. The government is doing their best, but at least we are trying to complement their work.
To be able to reach out to people such that we are not restricted to typically our patients that probably are able to provide this means. Organizations like this will be able to come through for people that are able to have this means being made available to them.
As an organization, we are always there for humanity's sake. Our partnership with all of our decks, we have ensured that such mission will be accomplished.
That is the reason why we actually stood on having that high outreach this time around. High is very, very important. And sometimes even with every other thing, without your eyesight, you may not be capacitated to do any other things. The beneficiaries who underwent tests and consultation went home with eye drops and reading glasses as required. We are grateful to the benefactors and the Olota of Otta, Oba Professor Adeyemi Obalanlege, who stimulated the partnership for the initiative.
They conducted some tests and gave me appointment for a surgery. They did not collect money from us.
Yeah, I actually collected my eye drop. But they gave me a referral to a branch for my glasses.
At least 5 people who required cataract surgeries got sponsorship for fully paid operations. In Abeokuta, Lekon Agbonde, NTA News.
Cuba's government, through its Nigerian embassy, strongly opposes recent U.S. measures intensifying economic pressure, particularly on fuel supplies, as an executive order has declared a national emergency, allowing trade tariffs on countries supplying Cuban oil. Cuba rejects U.S. claims of national security threats as unfounded, viewing measures as a violation of international law and sovereignty principles. The government affirms its peaceful nature, commitment to cooperation, and respect for global relations. Cuba seeks constructive dialogue with the U.S. based on mutual respect and international law, And the Cuban people will defend sovereignty and address challenges with resilience, backed by international support. This is the News Desk at 6 on NTA News 24. Here's a recap of our top stories. President Tinubu eyes modern Air Force capabilities, air defense partnership with smart technology. Troops eliminate top Boko Haram commander in Zambisa. Terrorists attack Niger community. And Taraba Governor Agbu Kefas has formally defected to the APC at a rally attended by Vice President Kashim Shettima. And that concludes the News Desk at 6 on NTA News 24. Thank you for watching. I am Dennis Adigunloye.